beautifuls, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to the Edge of the Sky. We are here officially in Kairos' base. I lowered my webcam a bit because it felt like it was too tall. But anyway, we are here. Before we can head inside though, there is one issue. We need to split up into teams. 6 knots as his eyes in the door if we don't want to get caught the moment we walk in. Yeah, going inside in 2 or 3 teams will probably work the best. Resize. It's a shame 4 isn't with us since we finally have an 8th member in our team. Splitting up would have been much easier. 9 quietly taps his foot as he thinks. I ain't dead, so don't count me out just yet. A chorus of 4 in variant volumes surround me. Yeah, I can still perfectly hear 4 scoff through the comms. He waits for the cheering to calm down before it continues as if everyone hadn't just screamed his name in excitement. Though everyone kept saying he would be fine, I feel an immediate rush of relief upon hearing his voice. He's fairly alive and fine. I don't think I'll ever forget the sight of him covered in blood, but I do feel better now. I'll be joining you remotely. Glad to hear it. Okay team, we'll be infiltrating the building since the pilot said it should be empty. We can't just trust the enemy's word though, even a charmed one. Therefore we'll be getting into the infiltration and emissary subunit configurations. The what? The infiltration unit will ensure the building is actually empty and clear the way for the emissary unit. But why even bring the emissary unit here? I don't even know if I'm saying the word correctly, so I'm sorry. I would prefer that we would be able to talk with the Kairos leadership and avoid any unnecessary bloodshed. I hope that we can come to an understanding with them. There's some unsure mumbling, but no one seems to be willing to outright disagree with the leader. For myself, there's really one thing I'm worried about. Since my skills aren't particularly suited to either unit, which one will I be joining? You and Zero will be partnered up together as a duo at times from now on. Since you're both strong and versatile fighters, and in this case, Zero's hacking skills will be needed to ensure we can open every door. Why don't you two choose a name for your unit? Coughing. While the others converse amongst themselves about their plan of action, I turn to Zero. Do you have any ideas for a name? Well, we both fight, so... Fighters? Team fighters? Seriously? I'm not good at this kind of thing. It's okay, I think you're on the right track. A team name should describe what they do. But we need something cooler. For morale. Right, for morale, of course. We kick ass, so... Team kick ass? No! I laugh. Seriously, you're terrible at this. I was thinking like destroy, destruction, devastation. Hey, look at his smirk, it's so stinking cute. I gasp and point excitedly at Zero. Oh, that sounds awesome. Team Devastation, Dev for short. Sounds cool. That is cool. I love it. We wait until the others finish their conversation to announce our new unit name. 9 laughs. It really suits you too. Dev Team, really? The abbreviation is deceptively cute. I love it. It's super cool. I'm kind of jealous. Why be jealous? We've got our own cool subunit. I can't believe these guys are all supposed to be deadly operatives. I think back to what I just saw with the pilot. I guess it makes a lot of sense to pair those two up though. And, I mean, they're a great duo. Since that's decided, now you two can pick which team you prefer to go in with. The emissary unit consists 3, 5, and me. I'm going with you. And though we're down 1 member, the infiltration unit consists of 6, 4, and 8. We're gonna go with 5, okay? So who do you want to go with? 7 can choose. He glances at me as he says that, and I suddenly feel everyone's eyes on me. Which team should I choose? Oh shoot, I wasn't really paying attention to what, my brain fart. Shoot. Log. There's a log. Infiltration is 6, 4, and 8. Okay, I want to go with the emissary. I think we'll go with the emissary unit then. 9 nods with a little smile. Welcome to the team. 3 gives us a little absent nod as he's already busy going through some data on his tablet. Wait, didn't he break it? Does he care more than 1? Let's have a lot of fun together. I really love him. Sure? Girl, I will be hyped. Like, okay. With the teams decided, we all head inside. The infiltration unit leads the way and the emissary unit follows. Once inside, the emissary unit lags behind. 3 provides us all with a map, though it's not entirely complete. I loaded it as an overlay on my aero glasses. With the infiltration team scouting ahead for any trouble, we carefully make our way forward. Based on my data, the leadership seems to be either in the middle or in the basement. That kind of seems like, I don't know, a wide margin of error? There's supposed to be the data analysis, and all you can tell us is that? Analyst, sorry, not analysis. Hey, that's 50-50 chance, don't complain. Just find the elevators. We might get it right on the first try if we start in the middle. Even so, if the leaders are here, there are likely strong fighters left to defend them. We should trust the others to clear the way, but still remain vigilant. Don't worry, Zero and I are with you, and we can provide backup to infiltration too if they need it. I'm glad you guys came with us. I smiled back at Plaid, yet again wondering how this shrub... What is that word? Cherub. My command could be in Phantom Alpha. We quietly make our way through the empty hallways, headed towards the other side of the building. We had to wait for infiltration team to give us the all clear each time, so we end up doing a lot of waiting. I find myself glancing at 2 new members I don't know well from time to time. Finally, since all there is to do is wait, I decided to just ask them a question. Who should I ask? Well, obviously we're gonna ask 5, because I love this guy. 5, obviously. Hey, 5. Yes? Can I ask you a question? Sure. I remember I asked them the wrong question last time. So, what do you want to know? I don't remember which question I asked him that offended him. But I think I picked this one to play it safe. I think he didn't like being an operative. Or how he got into it was rough. So maybe this one? You're a non-combat player, right? I don't know how to read that word. Yes. What if someone attacks you? How do you handle it? All operatives have basic combat training. But I'm not good at it anyway. I hate fighting. How it's handled depends on the operative. Some train to escape or use weapons to make up for it. They cover the weakness by finding a way. Or they get killed. And you, what do you usually do? I talk my way out of it, or run, or whatever I can. If I fall silent and I don't feel like I can ask anymore. Mysterious guy. My aesthetic. I love mysterious guys. I sigh and glance at Zero, who's examining one of the plants in the room. Our eyes meet for a moment, but we don't get the chance to speak before the comms come on. All clear. Time to move on, emissary. Come on, guys, let's get going. Without another word, we begin moving down the hallway. A minute later, 3 breaks the silence by whispering, and we find the Kairos leadership. This could be a great opportunity to take them all out. Hell yes, we can stop the rebellion at the source and finally end Kairos for good. That's true, the whole thing might be lucky after all. As I listen to them talk, one thing comes to mind, an important detail that everyone forgot to mention. Guys, can you tell me who the Kairos leaders are? I keep my voice low as I ask them. There are 3 main leaders. 3 pains in the ass, especially the magician. Just which team is he supposed to be supporting again? I briefly wonder if he isn't just anxious or bored back at base. Or both, probably both. 9 chuckles quietly at 4's interruption. You'll get a full debrief on them all later, but for now it should be enough to know this. High Priestess is the leader of all of Kairos, the big boss if you will. She's the one who ultimately decides everything. They say she wears really fancy clothes. I want to see them. Same. Temperance is the spy mistress and the mistress of misinformation. She's the hidden eye and ears of Kairos, as well as the reason FaZe has to deal with any lies spread about us. She messed up with my data before. I won't forgive her. And then, as aforementioned, there's the magician. She's a genius inventor, the one responsible for all their technology. That and she's their best gun, not biggest gun. Might as well be the biggest gun. I could hear a low scoff over the comm, something I assume is 4 again. Call me crazy, but 4 seems to really have something against this magician. We all fall silent after that. As we move deeper into the building, it becomes clear that the pilot wasn't lying. There is a notable lack of people. It's so quiet. It's making me nervous. Shh. We need absolute stealth here. We don't want to make infiltration's job any harder than it needs to be. No more chatting. Throughout all of this, Zero remains quiet and thoughtful. and I just feel my anxiety slowly rising. Was it really a good idea to come here? We've just reached a door that seems to lead off to the main lobby. It's an open area, so you won't be able to move separately. It's safer for us to stick together here. Come join us in front of the door. You heard him. Let's move. Alright. We join up with the infiltration team in another hallway. The two are waiting in front of the door for us when we regroup. This is where the elevators should be. It might be just a simple task of taking down the leadership's floor. I don't know, does that seem too easy? We don't have the choice but to try. That's right, we're at a disadvantage in an enemy base. We're lacking data, and our own base data is under attack. This is FaZe's best shot right now, and all we can do is try. I nod vigorously. We've come this far, and it won't gain us anything to just turn back. If we don't try, we'll never know if we made the right decision. That's right. 6 steps forward to open the door to the lobby, and I feel a buzzing excitement build up in my chest, but that quickly dissipates as the door doesn't budge. Zero, can you do something about this? Zero wordlessly steps forward to examine the console. After a quick inspection, he turns around to face everyone. The lock on the door seems to be connected to an entirely different network. I'll need some time to open it. That's a sign we're headed in the right direction. 0, you get the door. 7, you watch over him. Huh? What is it? Nothing. That word again that I really hate because I can't pronounce it. I feel like pronounce it wrong. Is it Hyung? Don't come at me, okay? I told you I don't know how to pronounce it. The rest of us can stand to watch. When you get the lock, let us know. And if there's trouble, we'll keep them off of you. 0 gives a short nod before going to the console. I watch as everyone splits up and walks to the opposite end of the hallway, but something strange catches my eye. A black cat stares back at me from behind the glass outside. When I blink, it's already gone. Huh, weird. I shake my head and decide to focus on my order instead. My body tense, I look around examining the hallway, before quickly realizing there's really no point. They'd have to get through the rest of the team before they get to us anyway. I take the deep breath of one who's gone through a long, hard day. I think this is the first time I've stopped moving today. The quiet stillness of the night sends a wave of tiredness over my body. I'm forced to remember that I wasn't ready for a mission like this, especially not a night one. Kairos likely planned it this way on purpose. Either way, I need to find a way to stay awake until this is over. I turn to look at Zero sitting on the floor. He looks unhappy as he moves invisible screens around with one finger. Well, invisible to me anyway. From the glow of his augs and the intensity of his focus, there is no doubt that he's seen Kairos' system. The silence between us seems to stretch on. What should I do? What should we do? We're gonna save. First of all. Gonna save. There was a really cute option. I think maybe watch him work and he blushes. I settle for staring at Zero's grumpy self instead. The speed at which he's tapping the invisible screens and typing is both incredible and mesmerizing. Why are you looking at me? There's nothing else to entertain me. Am I entertaining? Kind of. I'm on guard, so might as well pay attention to my job. I'm not your... It's too distracting. Sorry, I'm just trying to stay awake. Are you sleepy? Well, yeah. Didn't expect to go on an intense mission lasting through the night when I woke up early this morning. Then, do you want to talk? Whoa, you're offering me to talk? I was just trying to help. I'm sorry, I was just surprised. Anyway, sure, it's not too distracting. I'm almost done, so it's okay. I don't really know what to talk about, though. Then, can I ask you something kind of personal? Oof. I would be like, no. Okay? If I want to keep a conversation going, better ask something with death. Or I'll just get more one-word answers. I remember a classmate told me, or a family member told me that I'm the girl that only answers one word. What would you be doing if not this? I believe that's what I asked. Because everything else is like, bleh, lame question. Trying to keep in the mood light, I decide to ask a what-if question. What would you be doing if you weren't, here? Doing this. I avoid specifying anything else on the off chance an enemy was nearby, but Zero seems to immediately get it. I don't know. Really? You've never thought about a different life? No, I have. I used to I used to all the time when I was young. I just forgot because it's been so long. Zio shifts into silence for a moment. I can't help but feel a pang in my heart knowing that he's been with Faye since he was a child. I've always done well with sports. That's how Faye's recruited me. Okay, I don't think they updated the CG arc, or else we would have already seen it. But I always liked the arts even more. Like drawing and stuff. Yeah. Do you do any art? I used to before I joined Phantom Alpha. What kind of art, I believe, is what I asked last time. What kind of art? What kind of art did you do? I think drawing, singing, maybe. But I don't think there's any art that I dislike. Then what was your favorite? I don't know, really. Maybe drawing. I burped, sorry. I think I like to draw dragons and skulls and stuff. Cool things, you know? Where you get good. I can't remember. I don't really have memories about normal stuff anymore. What? Why? What's taking so long, you two? I don't know. The end of this episode, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. My heart skips a beat at the sudden interruption, and this is where we are going to stop. I feel my throat getting itchy already, so I need to drink lots of freaking water so I can continue recording. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
의미 없는 감정 소모에 반복된 시속 속에 이젠 난 지겨워지기 전에 반복된 시속 속에